Congratulations, you found the Twin Cities Hit Show.
There is a creature alive today who has survived millions of years of evolution without change, without passion, and without logic.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
I'll catch this bird for you, but it ain't gonna be easy. Bad fish. Not like going down the pond chasing bluegills or tommycots.
Trolling, 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 walleye.
And now, a real hit show.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
I didn't know you were a fisherman.
There are a lot of things you don't know about.
I've been drowning shiners, searching with them finders, trying to get a big one on the line.
It's the Twin Cities Hit Show.
Hello, Governor.
Hello, Governor.
Hello, Governor. Hello.
Bait 'em up,
Cast them out. Bait them up.
bait 'em up, cast 'em out, walleye.
You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
This is ridiculous, okay? I'll go. Shit.
Green Hornet strikes again! Caught my limit! I see you only snagged one, huh?
I didn't get a harumph out of that guy. Give the governor a harumph.
Hurrah!
Let's get this hit show started.
Bait 'em up, walleye.
We're up here.
Wow.
That was the longest intro.
Yeah.
I believe.
That one was the longest intro. This has been the longest 12 hours of my life.
That was a good intro. What are you talking about?
The intro
I mean,
was good.
It was great. It was just really, it was really long.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember, Rusty, but we've been spending the last 12 hours getting our tech set up.
and you still sound overmodulated
I do,
in my
completely.
headset.
Yeah.
But here we are. We're live up at Fortune Bay, right out here on the shores of Lake Vermillion. It's about to happen tonight at midnight. Is when everyone will be, well, not everyone, but evidently the governor will be hitting the waters tonight at midnight, and kind of cloudy, dreary. Did you like it last night? Jennifer is up here with us.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Hi.
I'm here
Nice to
this
see
time.
you.
Well, hi.
That's good. I'm glad you're here.
No, yeah, it's great, except for we've had the unfortunate experience of the mosquito hatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were freaking out. You were running like it was
I'm
a scene
allergic
from the Birds.
because I'm allergic. Well, they were kind of the
You're
size
allergic
of
to
birds.
mosquitoes?
Yeah,
Isn't
mosquito
everyone?
bites. No, like
Yeah.
I'm.
Oh.
Do you remember how big the welts get?
Oh,
though?
boy. Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Yeah. I had to shave my head because of the mosquito hatch.
Is that why?
Yeah. It's everyone thought I was in the war, but
Yeah, I was wondering what happened to your
mosquito
afro.
hatch. Yeah.
We are at the White Eagle Resort, which is off property here.
Yeah.
Nice little mom and pop.
Oh my
thing.
God, yeah.
And
I slept like I was rohypnoled. Yeah.
Are you sure you weren't?
I woke up alone, so I think that's a good sign.
That's because I
Yeah.
rohypnol.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you for those roofies. They were delicious.
I
It
just
tastes
wanna
like
make
chicken.
Sure the clown that was underneath your
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Our guest Casey is probably wondering what the hell kind of a hit show am I on?
Yeah.
We have Casey out. You are a fishing host. It says Casey Sunsdahl, right?
Oh, Casey Sunsdahl.
It's
Fishing guide, we like to say. Guide.
Your guide.
More of a guide than a host. A host is like someone that waits on a table or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I said. But
Sure.
the PR from they call you a host. But yeah, you're a guide, for God's sakes.
Right.
So how's the lake fishing? How is it going to be?
Well, we haven't been able to fish yet.
Yeah.
That's what tomorrow's all about. So I think it's going to be great.
Typically, is it a decent lake for walleyes?
This is one of the top lakes in the state.
Thank God they picked it for location for the governor's fishing opener. That's good planning.
Sure.
So how did you become a fishing guide?
Well, I work shift work. I always have. So it's tough finding someone to fish with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I always looking for someone to go. And I've had some good fishing partners in the past, but it evolved into taking people fishing. So,
And you are going to be with our lieutenant governor Tina Smith. Have you heard? Is she a decent fisher person, or what have we heard?
Yeah, it sounds like there's some definite skill there. I spoke with her husband, Archie, and he is an accomplished angler, a fly fisherman, it sounds like. So we were talking strategy a little last night.
Fly fishing. Yeah. This is not fly fishing.
You know, there are a lot of ways to get it done out there.
You're not going to let him outdo you in any way, are you?
I don't even think I'll fish. I'll be baiting hooks.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah, that's really, I like to say we're guides, but we're just kind of a hook baiters. Yeah, net man. So, I don't know if you guys met Buck yet, but Buck.
No, we're gonna meet him. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He's cleaned fish for me a couple times at the resorts, tied up my boat, stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, we're trash talking now.
No. It is what it is.
I feel like with the name Buck, he's going to be by far the best guy.
He is tough to beat.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. He was born for that. He came out with a fishing pole.
Chuck, are you eating your microphone? What are we doing here?
It's delicious. I haven't had breakfast yet. It's not bad.
That's true. They got breakfast going here.
Yeah.
I'm going to back off your thing there.
Yeah, while he's fixing the volume. If anyone can even hear me, who knows? But no, I feel like Buck, when he was born, he emerged
he's
from...
the real deal. But still, he's been here a long time, but he's a pack sacker. So I'm second gen Iron Ranger. I'm the real deal.
So how, do you...
I'm going to beat Buck out there tomorrow.
That's good.
All right?
You're wrapped up with fishing lines. Hey, so do you live up here?
Yep, I live on the south shore of the lake in Sedan.
And so this is your full-time job? This is how you make your living?
No, actually, I work for U.S. Steel. So.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yep. Kind of a second job.
Nice. Okay. And obviously, this is a busy time of season for you.
It's getting there.
Yeah. And this is, I assume you do shift work at U.S. Steel, but you're taking people out every day. It's pretty much full-time in the summer.
Yeah. Days off, every chance I can get. So.
Yeah.
It's about to get busy. A lot of long days for me this summer.
Yeah.
What's going to be the key? How do we do this?
Low and slow.
Low and slow.
Or fast. Or,
we're talking about fishing, right?
Right.
Okay, good.
Sure.
Yeah.
I guess, you want to troll crankbaits, go troll crankbaits. You like bobber fishing? Throw out a bobber.
And that's you're still a man if you're fishing with a bobber?
Yeah.
He hesitated on that judgment.
Yeah, he looked right at me.
I learned to fish bobbers from Buck. So just remember that when you talk to him. Okay.
Yeah.
The guy that will clean my fish,
yeah.
He's a bobber man. No, it's fun. Bobber fishing, you feel like a kid. When it's hot, there's nothing better.
Really?
Yeah.
How do they decide who's going to be the guide for the governor and lieutenant governor?
Well,
arm wrestling. What do you do?
Yeah, it's. I guess it's out of our hands. We just give them a bunch of names and said, "Hey, you want to go fishing with us? You decide." So we left it up to the state and the Explore Minnesota Tourism's office, and they took care of it. So here we are.
Yeah.
How long has Fortune Bay been around?
I think 86 or so. It's been a while. Started out as a bingo hall, and it's gotten bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place.
We
got
were
a golf course.
Got up here yesterday afternoon, kind of checking out the casino. Jennifer enjoyed the casino for about 20 minutes. She was up, and now she's down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
As will happen.
You don't necessarily go to the casino to win. You go knowing that it's going to end horribly for you. And if it ends better, then, yeah, that's great.
Right.
You're not a gambler, are you?
No, I
Good for
I
you.
bet on fishing, maybe. That's about it.
I was going to say, do you have any side bets on the fishing?
Well, not yet, but it's getting pretty heated, so I think Buck and I may have to come up with something.
Because I know the governor, he's going out at midnight. Are you going to go out? That's the rumor. He's going out at midnight.
Rumor has it. I'm sort of on call here, so it's going to be a busy couple of days for us.
Do the fish bite better at midnight? That just sounds like a pain in the butt.
I'll tell you what, Lake Vermillion's a dark, stained lake, especially the east end where we're based out of for the Governor's Opener 2015. It's 10 to 2 bite. I don't know why we're going out so early, but you know what? There's always Sunday. We'll try 10 to 2.
The opener doesn't end on Saturday. That's what. That's the other thing. It's like, I think we're going to sleep in Saturday.
It gets serious Monday when everyone else leaves.
Them tourists is gone. Let's go fish.
10-4.
What are some of your
10-4?
What are some of your fishing stories? Do you remember the first fish you caught?
Boy, I don't. I have a terrible memory. I really do. I could come up with something.
He's going to make a point of forgetting the show.
Yeah, it was this big. He's doing a demonstration. You people are missing it.
And he's lying. He's lying.
8 feet wide right now.
What is your what's your favorite fishing story? What's your Super Bowl of fish moment?
Boy, I think in 2012, my partner and I won the City Auto Glass Tournament, which is next Saturday, based out of Fortune Bay. It's a $10,000 top prize.
Oh, my.
Yeah, we pulled a 28-inch huge walleye out of the water, and we were shaking, slapping hands, hugging, and
yeah, no kidding.
You know, if you get a big fish on a tournament day on Vermilion, you know you're going to be in the money. So.
And some of these fishing guides can do it full time, or pro fishermen rather.
Right,
the pro fishermen.
Yeah, it involves a lot of traveling, doing different shows, being flexible. So it's definitely a different type of a deal. It's not for everybody. It's a tough living.
I am scared of bait, fish, water.
Listen to this guy.
Sun,
I can't even
cabins,
believe he's admitting this.
People,
but yeah.
Casey, I have a
that,
phobia of air.
This is what I'm doing. Would you believe that this guy was a police officer for almost 20 years?
Oh yeah, I can.
And
kill
he's
a
afraid
bad
of
guy.
fish.
I can strangle a crackhead with one hand, but fish are gross.
I get it.
It's so gross.
I don't.
I'd say my only thing with fishing, though, is the smell on your hands afterwards and how long it takes to go away.
Speaking of smell, all these little latest just fishing. No, I'm not going with your gas issue. Do fish smell? I mean, there's product you can buy, right? Just spray on your fake lure and
cologne.
Sure. No, usually after a couple of weeks, I smell like a fish. Maybe like a little garlic that you put on your bait or something. Yeah.
You, Casey. The fish.
Yeah. It stinks. It does.
I'm like, how can fish smell? They're underwater. They don't have. Isn't there stuff you can buy to spray on your lure?
Oh, yeah, Dr. Juice and all kinds of garlic scent.
And that's
but
true, is it?
Well, it would go in their mouth,
Does it
right?
work?
I have no idea. It catches fishermen. That's the important part.
There's money in it.
So where are you going to go? You got hidden spots? You got secret locations?
Well,
tell us
I
about
was
it.
going to follow Buck, but now that there may be a side bet, I think I might have to go to a real good spot.
Yeah. So follow you is what you're saying. I mean,
there'll probably be a couple fish under my boat. I don't know if it'll be real great, but yeah, we'll be on something.
Wait a second. Are you pre-stocking an area?
We may have a couple roped up out there. Yeah. It's possible.
Do you consider it abject failure if you take someone out and no one comes home with a fish? You're done.
I don't think it's ever happened, honestly.
Okay, all right,
we've had some tough days out there, but we always enjoy ourselves. No doubt about it.
And what about the weather? Because today it's, right now, it's kind of drizzly, overcast. What are we at, about 40, 50 degrees? Does that make a difference?
It can. At this time of the year, the water's so cool. Really going to have to fish slow, use a simple presentation, and I don't see that changing if it's 80 degrees out tomorrow or 50. So, except for a few weeks from now, it's going to be a slow bite, simple presentation. Sit in one spot, plain hook, live bait, just like Grandpa taught me.
And how'd the winter go for you? Are you glad that we're here now? It's the opener.
Yeah, after the last two winters up here, we were sure happy to see the snow go away early. So,
oh god, yeah.
No ice on the lake. The buoys are already out. We're pumped.
How good of a cell phone signal do I get in the middle of the lake so I can entertain myself?
You know, it's pretty good. It's really good. You'll be all right.
All right. So have you met the Lieutenant Governor?
Yes, I was able to meet Lieutenant Governor Smith and her husband last night at the host dinner. Fun couple. I think we're going to have a great day tomorrow. It's really going to be a lot of fun, whether we catch fish or not.
All right. Well, good luck. My money's on you.
Thanks, hey? Appreciate it.
We're going to have to talk to Buck about that.
Buck is until we meet Buck, and then we'll change our mind.
Right. We're fair weather friends,
Just
apparently.
remember, he's cleaned a lot of fish for me.
Have you ever gone out fishing with Buck?
Yeah, we do a lot of times groups, corporate events, stuff like that. So we work together. Many of the guides work together at times, taking out several, 30, 40, 50 people at a time. So Buck and I have a good rapport. Yeah, the Lake Vermillion Guides League in general is a good bunch of guys.
Well, we're going to change your rapport. We're going to tell him you were talking smack about him.
That's all right. Yeah.
And we're going to throw it out and straight down throat. Like, I'm thinking 7 o'clock tonight at the bar, you and Buck shirtless wrestling this out.
Oh, God.
Like men.
You haven't seen Buck yet, have you?
No.
No, we haven't.
All right.
I have an image. Don't change it for me.
I think you should put boat titles. put boat titles on the bet. There you go.
Because if he shows up looking like Jennifer, I'm going to freak the hell out.
Well, good luck, Casey. And,
thanks.
Thanks for stopping by, and I'm sure we'll see you around this weekend. If you see Jennifer at the casino, please drag her out.
Will do. No problem.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, yeah. Thanks.
Enjoy the
Take
day.
care. Good to meet you.
Thanks.
So, last night, we went to White Eagle Resort.
Right.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I was there.
You know what I love about this lake?
What do you love about this lake?
I love the
fish.
Electronics.
You're giving me hand signals. I'm trying to do the music here.
Oh, you are? Okay. I'm not panicking. You're going to touch anything else on the board. I got the thumbs up from the home base at Alive and Social Studios.
You look amazing, but you sound distorted to me.
Yeah,
but that's fine.
I could go down about 10%, I'm told.
Oh. Your mic could be turned down 10%.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
These random fans of ours.
It's from the Jean Bernard.
It's
from
just
home base.
It's just from random fans.
Yeah, home base.
Up inside of his castle.
Here's what I like. What I was going to say. What I like about the cabin is that it is. They're wood. They're old wood cabins with a great view of the lake. We're up on a cliff, a rock cliff. So from our bedroom and from the living room, you see the beautiful Lake Vermillion. Guess how many islands on Lake Vermillion? Guess how
386.
No, 65. 365.
Oh, really?
365.
One for every day.
One for every day. We could, if we stay here, we could bring this little operation of ours and broadcast live from a different island every single day.
Which is great, but given the stress this has caused, let's never do this again.
I just would like to talk about
It's
the
supposed to look effortless. Oh, yeah.
The mosquitoes one more time.
Jennifer, I thought, was going to die yesterday.
Yeah. Well, that was hilarious.
It was dusk, so it was that time of the evening, and a whole cloud of mosquitoes went after her blonde hair.
Yeah.
It just was. It was horrible. But the one thing though is that I've never wanted to get like a lightsaber type bug zapper, so I could run through the woods. Could you imagine the sound that?
Yeah.
It'd be awesome. It would sound amazing.
So we should describe what's going on here. Nice little bar area. So in front of us, what they have this morning, it's a breakfast for all the fishermen. That's why you're hearing everyone chit-chatting, smack talking.
Enjoying their coffee and breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
How was the breakfast, Jennifer?
It was, what do you want me to say about it?
I want you to go get us some breakfast during the break.
I will.
Yeah.
I will go get you some breakfast.
I'll take a gallon of coffee. Thank you.
How long was the drive? We made it up here in just under 4 hours, right?
Yeah, I was up here in about, I think it was an hour and 15. Took you guys a couple hours.
Well, it was funny because, basically you're heading to Duluth, and then just before Duluth, you take a left and start heading toward Ely. Saw the Hockey Hall of Fame. Did you notice that when you were driving by?
I was busy texting.
Yeah, that is illegal, former police officer.
Driving.
No, it was official business.
You're typing. You're scaring me. Are you going to knock us off the air?
Yes, I'm just disabling all Wi-Fi. Then you
And
oh wait. Oh.
So anyway, it's just under 4 hours out of the cities to get up here to Lake Vermillion, and we were messing with Chuck because he would. Where are you guys at? And I'm like, oh, we're already checked in. What a dick.
We were right behind you.
Beautiful golf course up here.
Yeah.
We could have gone golfing.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's very spread out. Each property is really, at least the way it's set up. So you get to drive and see this beautiful area up here. It's incredible, and these resorts are all very unique and very different.
When you get up this far north in Minnesota, the topography, as they say, changes because it is more rocky and bigger pine trees and all that stuff. So you really do know that you're up north. Yeah. You know, we were at what was it, the Landing for dinner?
Yeah.
And what'd you have? The walleye hash.
The walleye hash. Oh yeah, you should try the walleye hash. It is so good.
What's in a walleye hash?
Well, what we do is we take a walleye
and
we fry her up, and then we chop her up in little pieces, just like a good walleye, and then we put it with some hash. And now that's fresh hash, Minnesota grown potatoes, and we stir it up and we serve it up, and it was $27, which is a lot of money. But it was
I'm like, Chuck's
very
like,
tasty.
This thing is like $27, and I'm like, what? For hash?
You only live once. That's fresh caught hash.
That's exactly what you said. You're like
fresh caught potatoes.
Hey, I'm up north, and you only live once. I'm going to have the walleye hash. I had a walleye sandwich with that. Was very nice.
And I had bruschetta.
Do we? Yes, you had bruschetta. You had the up north bruschetta.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Do we think the walleye? I hope the walleye was actually caught up here, right?
Goddamn, well, better be.
You know, if it was
run a rip off,
caught in Wisconsin and frozen and shipped over like in March, and they just had thawed it for us.
The weird thing is, as we stopped at the convenience store or the grocery store on the way here, and I saw the guy from the restaurant this morning running little tilapia packages through. Boop.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, so
nice.
I thought that was a little concerning.
So also, getting back to what we're up to today, we're talking about food. There is a free, it's an annual tradition, picnic today up in Cook, and the governor will be there. Typically, the senators show up there as well. Keep your eyes peeled, because we may see Al Franken, Senator Franken, walking around. You never know. I've run into him every year at these events. He's a Fisher person.
Oh, do you see that guy over there in the blue shirt?
Not him.
I think I dated him.
No.
And I'm not even gay, so that's weird.
Last night in this place, they had all the hosts and the pro fishermen, and it was a big old... They have a certain fashion when you're a fisher guy. You got the same khaki pants with pockets. And
I busted out my old cop pants, my old cop training pants.
Is that what you got there?
Yeah, I'm trying to look fish guidey, but they're really just leftover uniform allowance.
You look a little targety. Not lie.
But I'm trying to. The red attracts attention, and it brings people in. It makes my eyes pop.
Makes me want to ask you where I can find the toilet paper.
Aisle 15, right next to the walleye.
Wow.
Yeah. That is one bit I always wanted to do for television, was put on khaki and a red shirt during the holiday season and just walk around and go, what?
Why are we not
Well, guess what?
that?
We're going to do that this year if we're still in here.
I don't work here.
Make a fake name tag. Just be totally.
I'm Trevor.
We do have a boat lined up, by the way, folks, and we do have a boat to get out there. A boat, to get out there on the water. And we brought cameras up here, so we will be shooting some video. So there should be a full experience for you on the website. When we wrap the fishing opener coverage up this weekend. We got about 5 minutes. We're going to take a break. Coming up after the break, though, we're going to find out all about Lake Vermillion. We've got Brian Anderson. He is the
CFO of Lake Vermillion Area.
He's the GFO. What's a G?
Oh, GFO.
What's a GFO?
We'll find out when he comes over.
He's
there we go. I thought it was CFO.
He's the Governor's Fishing Opener, Lake Vermillion Area Communications
PR chair.
Yeah.
He's going to give us all the dirt on Lake Vermillion.
He looks fantastic.
Yes, he is.
In fact, there he is.
I feel like I know Brian from somewhere.
He's the guy who helped you MacGyver our operation. You need that and that.
You need it all.
You need both.
Brian will vouch for this. I am a whiz with a broken power cord.
Yeah, we were setting up yesterday, and thank God we got up here early. And things were there was a split in the power cable.
Yeah,
and you had to. I was impressed.
Yeah, I can do electronics and stuff.
Brian was like, "Wait a second, this will never work." But Brian, Chuck pulled it off, didn't he?
He did. I called him MacGyver right off the bat.
You're gonna have to talk right into that, right close in.
Yes.
A lot of noise,
everybody.
Good morning, Brian. Yes. Good to see you again.
Yeah, great seeing you guys. Thanks for coming out today and last night, obviously. So, you guys enjoying yourself so far?
Yes.
Are you? Good.
We're looking, I guess, today it's going to get up to 80 and be sunny, right?
Yeah, 80 and sunny. Yes.
Oh, you're kidding. That is
Probably
great.
more like 60 and overcast.
That is great.
I'm dressed completely incorrect right
I should have brought clothing.
We were taking guesses. GFO, what does that stand for?
Governor's Fishing Opener.
And it's Chuck for the win. Chuck for the win. Can I get a free walleye, Brian? I guess right.
You sure can.
Thank you.
How long have you been up here in Lake Vermillion? Because obviously you love the joint.
Yeah, I've been here 9 years already. Prior to that, I was in the journalism field for 17 years, so newsprint, not radio like you guys. So, but yeah, I really enjoy working here. I live in Hibbing, Minnesota, which is about an hour from here. Have a cabin about a mile away. So we really enjoy all that the area has to offer. So
I spent 10 weeks in Hibbing.
I really?
Get Hibbing, yeah.
You got out early then, eh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Brian, I don't know if you're aware, but Bob Dylan was born in Hibbing.
Yes.
No
in fact, the house that I live in is his aunt's house, and
Now, is that documented, or just people say that?
Dead serious, and he actually played there a lot as a child. And on one of our fireplaces, it actually has Bob written in crayon.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, ouch, hey, easy over there, MacGyver. So he's putting his clothes on. No, just kidding.
Chuck just knocked over our control board, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Are we still on the air? Yeah,
Who's still alive?
What is the actual, when people ask, how long does it take to get up to here to Vermillion from the cities? What's the official?
I say 4 hours. Some people say 3.5, but you want to be honest. You don't want to say, okay, it's 3.5 hours, and then you're still 30 minutes away in Virginia, Minnesota. So 4 hours is a good, I think, a good point from the city. So,
and I was trying to describe it earlier. I mean, the topography, it does change up here. It's a different environment up here.
Yep, exactly. And then obviously as you get further north, it seems more wilderness-like. And our golf course is obviously called the Wilderness at Fortune Bay. And some gentleman from the St. Cloud station asked if that was basically, why we called it that. And I am not sure actually, but but you are right. Once you get up here, it's more wilderness.
By the way, we were having dinner at the landing down by the White Eagle,
nice.
and Chuck had the
walleye hash. You have to try the walleye hash.
But
it's so good, Brian.
We went to bed before the Wild game finished. What happened?
Are you serious? Oh, they lost 4-3, unfortunately. And I was trying to stay up for I tried to stay up for the game myself, but I figured I have to be up at 4 o'clock today, so I ended up just tuning it off. But I checked on ESPN this morning; they lost 4-3. So,
well, actually, this just in: Governor Walker of Wisconsin is going to somehow pass a bill allowing us to have an 8-game series.
This is probably a lie.
It's not done.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Chuck lies a lot.
Yeah. So
I don't lie a lot.
Well, that's awesome.
I lie sometimes.
Exactly. So, Zach Parisi, if you got nothing to do, you could be up here in about 3.5 hours.
Yeah,
4 hours.
4 hours.
You
Yes,
could be up here in 4 hours.
Do a little fishing.
Drown your sorrows in some walleye hash.
Drown your sorrows.
Exactly. So Jennifer can shave her beard now, right? Now that the Wild lost.
No, look at that.
Sorry.
Ow.
Just kidding.
That's
It
a good luck
is
thing.
He shoots.
These headphones are 10 pounds, by the way. So. Anyways.
We forgot to bring a hairdryer, so Jennifer is not happy. So don't pick on
Sorry,
her.
Jennifer.
Yeah,
Plus,
let's talk about those mosquitoes.
She was up $70 and then lost $70 in the casino. So.
Really? We're still going to... Okay.
That's why we call it gambling, kids. It's bad.
This is kind of
that's funny.
as casinos go, the aesthetics inside is kind of nice, right?
Yes,
they try to capture up north and
definitely.
not make
we have
it
a waterfall in there and whatnot.
See, I told you that.
That is a waterfall, yes. But yes, it's a very nice setting. We do get complaints sometimes, obviously with people that gamble, they also like to smoke. But we are smoke-free in the dining establishments, in the resort areas. There's still smoking rooms, but we accommodate all people. But we have a lot of action going on 24/7.
Don't accommodate Chuck, though.
Okay, really?
All people.
You like gambling, Chuck?
I just with my life.
Oh, really?
I don't use currency.
There you go. So.
And so what do folks need to know about the Governor's Fishing Opener weekend? I mean, here we are. It's Friday morning.
Yep.
What's going to happen?
Today we obviously are having the breakfast in the ballroom here right now. Then we have the kids fishing event starting down by the lakeside tent, and then we have the golf tournament. Are you guys playing in that? Or no?
Not playing. No? We're going to probably take a nap.
Are you? Okay. That's what I feel
probably
like
going to take a
Not
long
together, just to clarify. Just Jennifer and me, and then Rusty will be in his own plate.
Oh, wow.
After I shave my beard.
After she
There
shaves
you
her
go.
beard.
But anyways, and then later on we have a lot of tours going on, and that was the music I heard last night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, a lot of tours going on. Cook
In
area,
fact, one of the
Lake Vermillion.
tours is going underground, the mine tour.
The Sedan Underground Mine. Mine, excuse me.
I want to go to that.
I kind of wanted to as well, but we would miss out on the community picnic.
Oh, we have to go.
No, it's actually before that. You can do a private tour later on this afternoon. I believe that's at 2:00. And then there's have a.
We gotta catch the governor though at 4:00.
That's right at the picnic. Yeah,
and I was told that we would miss that 4:00 window.
Oh, you would. Okay.
And get the do you have his number? Maybe he'll do the tour with us.
I do not have that.
Let's get the governor to go in the mine with us.
Yeah. So, but
it's awfully dark down there.
It is
very doable.
But it's really a fantastic tour, And but other than that, we have the community picnic as you mentioned, 4:00 to 6:30, and then tomorrow at 8:00 the send off for the fishing goes out, and be a lot of people out there just excited to hit the waters. It's the Governor's Fishing Opener obviously very important to this area right now, but also the Minnesota Fishing Opener itself generates a lot of different, what do you want to call it? A lot of different
Business.
Yeah, exactly. So, hey, what is he doing with the phone over there, by the way?
He's getting a
MacGyver.
picture of you.
Oh.
Which
Thanks, I'm sweating now, by the way.
He's got like anchor looks, doesn't he? This
Yeah,
guy,
yeah.
right?
He does.
He's
looks
very
fantastic.
Oh, you're
pretty.
funny. Yeah,
You're
so-
very pretty.
Brian, I was on TV for 31 years.
Are you
If I can
serious?
do
Wow,
it,
hey, that's awesome.
you,
Yeah.
you,
Oh,
And
right.
you see what it did to him. Don't do it.
Where did you said you grew up in Hibbing?
Ely, actually.
Ely.
Yeah, I grew up
So
in
what's
Ely.
it like growing up here? Do you
know,
as a
it's-
kid and when you get into your teen years, you're like lusting after the cities and
yes.
all that fast action
You
down
know,
there?
I actually lived in the cities for a while after growing up in Ely, and I went to college at BSU, Bemidji State University, and that's a beautiful area over the western part of the state. But Ely is just a great town. I mean, just like Tower here, Cook, what have you. Great place to grow up. I did try to live in the cities, but I was kind of home. Always called me. Where you grew up is always beckons to get you back home. So, but anywho, but he's making me nervous with that camera over there.
Snapping away photos.
Does he have ADD, by the way?
No, he's trying to get us. So I got to
So-
believe, growing up here, that
Yes.
you play hockey.
Actually, I have two sons. They both play hockey, but I'm a basketball player. So
Well, yeah,
I can put on a pair of skates.
You're
if
a tall
needed.
drink of water, so I can see that.
Yeah.
That's unexpected.
I feel it.
So-
If this has crossed a line, is
I know.
where I should be concerned for my relationship.
Can we go to a commercial, by the way?
Yeah, we actually are going to take a break there because Chuck and I have to get some breakfast. Is there still food over there?
Awesome. Oh yeah, there's plenty. So
all right,
but thank you guys again. I
yeah.
appreciate your time and for supporting this event. It means a lot to us.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and I appreciate your tools and skills at tracking
Thank
down
you.
wire cutters and.
Hey, no problem. Thank you very much.
All right, let's take a break, guys. All right.
But I guarantee this memory's a big one. And she thinks we're just fishing.
You're listening to the Twin Cities Hit Show. Say it 3 times fast. We just dare you.
Oh, she thinks we're just fishing. We ain't only fishing.
MacMen. Don't let your computer problems drive you mad. We are MacMen, Minnesota's premier tech consultants and problem solvers for Macs, mobile devices, troubleshooting, training, and much more. No more dragging your computer all over town because we come to you. We love making house calls to your home or small business. MacMen. Call 612-345-8005. The Alive and Social Network is alive and growing. From the best in sports, music, movies, and beer, Alive and Social is what all the cool kids click on. Featuring characters like radio rebel Jeff DeBay, Star Tribune pundit Jim Suhan, Unfiltered, and television veteran and handsome man Rusty Gatenby. You can also taste the Minnesota Pubcast with Jason and Molly. Join the band with live band karaoke night from legendary O'Gara's in St. Paul and the live music showcase from Shamrocks. Yes, Alive and Social Network does indeed rock and roll. The Jeff DeBay Show, Jim Suhan Unfiltered, the Rusty Gatenby Review, the Minnesota Pubcast with Jason and Molly, live band karaoke, and Shamrock's live music showcase. Join the fun. Be alive and social with the Alive and Social Network.
With Suhan Unfiltered, sports columnist for the Minneapolis Star-Tribune, Jim Suhan presents in-depth conversations with the best writers and sports personalities in the area. Suhan brings professional journalism flavor without the verbal censoring. Find out what unfiltered really means. Only on the Alive and Social Network. SuhanUnfiltered.com. The term foodie can sometimes come across as a tickle pretentious. BT and Lydia are here to demystify the term and reclaim it for the sake of good food. Their weekly podcast brings in fellow foodies and culture creators from the Twin Cities to talk about all things food. Find this duo only on the Alive and Social Network.
What are you drinking tonight, Jason?
The Minnesota Pubcast with Jason and Molly.
I'm drinking a Liftbridge Hop Dish.
It's Pub Talk from a Minnesotan perspective.
I'm always really proud of where I'm from. I'm super proud of Minnesota, and I think Minneapolis is awesome. I think St. Paul is awesome. I think they're a really awesome cultural epicenter.
With great local guests.
So the other voice you hear in the room today is Jerry Fagerberg from the City Pages. Talk about the official Minnesota Tall Boy, which your piece is on the cover of the City Pages today.
It is on the cover, came out today.
Talking movies.
All right, you saw Boyhood. I need to hear what you thought.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Wow.
Sports.
A guy who was undrafted knew what was coming.
And everything else you talk about at the pub.
Let's not pretend like we know what we're talking about.
Well, what do you think I do every show?
The Minnesota Pubcast with Jason McGovern and Molly Burke. Listen at mnpubcast.com or subscribe on iTunes.
We want to just find meaning in life.
You're listening to the Twin Cities Hit Show. Say it 3 times fast. We just dare you.
Got up at dawn just to be out on the water. The weatherman said hot and getting hotter, but he didn't say nothing about it. Rain.
All right, we didn't get up at dawn, but don't tell anybody.
I feel like I got up at dawn.
You
got up with dawn.
Hey, he was pretty.
Are you on? Can I hear you? Talk again.
I feel like I'm on.
I hear you.
Do you want me to talk?
I want you to talk. Are you on? Talk, Jennifer.
I'm talking. What do you want from me?
And talk more.
I'm talking. What do you want from me?
Why can't we don't hear Jennifer.
Oh, that's fine.
All right. So I'm having sausage now.
Yeah. Delicious.
It is nice.
Here's some.
You're nice.
Here's some syrup.
The powdered eggs here are delicious. I recommend everyone try them. I love this kind of food. This is like hospital food.
I feel like we're the delicious dish talking right now.
Yeah.
Let's describe
What
it.
did they have up there? You brought back some scrambled eggs. I'm chewing a
I brought
sausage
back anything for you that did not have carbs in it.
Did you try the lobster yet?
Because you're on a diet.
Excuse me, I'm chewing. I am on a diet. I saw myself on Tony Fly's show. I'm going to set this syrup down. If this syrup spills on the board, he will not be able to un-MacGyver it.
Oh, no, we have Brian.
Jennifer
we can do
will
anything.
She will not let me take the syrup away from her.
I won't. You're not going to have your way with this one.
I'm going to sick the mosquitoes on you.
You're holding on to that like a southerner with a pistol.
It's already happened.
So what you take the sausage and you're dipping it in the syrup?
Yeah.
And you don't even have a napkin.
I do. It's right here.
Do you put fried chicken on your waffles?
No.
Okay. I'm checking.
What the hell kind of person would do that?
That sounds interesting.
I don't know.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
It is a thing, yeah.
They make fried chicken and waffle potato chips. They're for sale in the lobby. They're delicious.
You're full of crap right now.
Should be chewing into this microphone.
So there's a mine tour. Did you know that? Let's go on a mine tour. It sounds spooky and fun.
I think it sounds great.
This show is a mind tour is what this show is.
This has been an adventure, and I've earned
Give me that last piece of sausage.
All right.
Literally. I've learned a lot about getting a show set up on the road. I think I'm pretty much... I put this on my resume, if I have a resume.
You know, there's other... we're going to be hitting the lake decks this summer, so...
The what?
Lake decks.
Oh,
literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think is that?
Whoa, hell.
I wasn't sure.
So, Jennifer, you are definitely outdoorsy. That's how I would probably explain you.
Is it because of my beard?
Mm-hmm. Do you do a lot of camping and stuff? Yeah, clearly. Okay.
No.
So, tell us, what's your favorite, state park to hit?
They have names?
She just gave me a look of death.
No, it wasn't a look of death. That's just my face.
Macy's.
It's just my face. My face has the look of death.
These are spicy sausages.
Yeah, literally.
So when I was a kid, I was telling our person last night, mom and pop operation, he inherited it from his parents.
You mean the guy who ran the restaurant?
The White Eagle.
Oh, yeah.
The White Eagle.
Yeah,
he was a pilot for Masabi Airlines.
Mm-hmm.
Decided he wanted to spend more time with his kids, and he grew up on that resort. And I thought,
I
what a
didn't
great...
know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
His mom and dad owned it first, and then he and the sisters are now running it.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave up his job as a pilot, as an airline pilot, because he's like, I don't want to raise my kids. He was, based out of Atlanta?
Yeah.
He said, gone for a week at a time or something like that?
Yeah. So he decided, you know what? I'm going to do the resort life. I will take this over. And I think that's a good call.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I would spend summers at a resort, my mom and dad would take us up to a resort for like 2 weeks at a time. And when the resort that we went to had a lodge, and in the lodge they had a jukebox, and for like a dime, I remember this like yesterday, there were songs that we would play on the jukebox that will forever remind me of 1970 summer, learning how to water ski, playing I remember the pinball game was also a dime.
Oh, wow.
A dime.
A dime.
Well, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Remember this song at all?
No, I don't.
Then you missed out. I was searching for the song, and I didn't even realize who actually sang it.
Who?
The Cowsills.
The what?
The Cowsills. They were a family.
Oh, yeah.
They were like the inspiration for the Partridge Family.
Or that other band we talked about.
Are you taking out for our business cards?
Yeah, as directed by the Chuck.
All right. Let's see. We have a box of Twin Cities hit show cards. This box doesn't want to give it up. But here we go. This used to remind me of the summers at the resort. Summer sun. Swim in the cove, have a snack in the grove, or you can rent a canoe. Yeah. See why that was so urgent?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That changed everything. Now we have sound.
Jennifer wrestled with the business cards and is like, okay.
Hey, it's about presentation. You obviously never worked in the restaurant industry. It's all about presentation.
Here's another one that we would play on the jukebox. I'm doing my walk through memory of the resort life.
No, this is good. This is good.
Remember this one?
Things are going great. They're throwing the board around.
Come on, everyone remembers this.
I love this song, but I know it from Something About Mary.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I remember from too.
Well, and then I remember, again, for the first time, it was at the lake. There used to be party night on a Wednesday night, and I remember hearing this song for the first time. Come on. Let's reach out and touch everyone here at the Fortune Bay Casino.
Neil Diamond.
I want to reach out to you people. You there, fisherman with your pants up too high. Yeah, I'm looking at you.
That's all of them.
This guy's got, look, he's got a sponsored shirt. What has he got on there? What are some of the sponsors on his shirt?
Okay.
Let's wave him
Victoria's Secret?
No, it's Nitro.
Hey,
come on over.
Hey,
we want to hear what this is about.
There's three people staring at you. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, we got Nitro guy over here.
Hey,
okay.
what's
He's
this?
gonna put on. You want to put on a headset?
Just put on some headset because there's some music playing in the background. It's lovely.
Yeah. And hold that mic.
We want to touch his hand.
Hold that mic about an inch from your face.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, there we go. That's beautiful.
Your shirt is sponsored. Or you got sponsorships all over your shirt. What's going on there?
I'm one of the state team members for Tracker Marine and Bass Pro. And I'll be doing some of the test rides today and working with the kids and getting them a little contest over there and helping them learn how to cast their cast their lines.
Nitro, is that the name of the boat, or what is Nitro?
It's a fishing boat. It says right below it.
Rusty's not a good reader.
Well, the Nitro is the...
the muscles on his chest are...
I know.
There we go.
Yeah.
This guy's
Nitro
muscular.
Performance Fishing Boats.
Absolutely.
Mercury.
I'm into the brand new ZVA team by Nitro. That's really going to be the boat of the year. And it's got an awesome base price.
Who decides what the boat of the year is?
I do.
Perfect. Oh, game over.
Right? You just have to ask.
What if the boat of the year is a yacht?
Oh, no.
No.
What does it take to be boat of the year?
Yes.
Well, really what it comes down to that I'm finding is the handling of the boat, the base price of the boat, so it can be really available for anybody. And also this boat is really made, to take the hard waters,
Which Vermilion, I guess, it's got big enough bays. It can get pretty rough out there.
Oh, they all can get pretty rough, especially if there's bigger waters. That, when the winds come up and you're on the south side of a lake and you've got 2.5, 3 foot waves, this boat is going to hit across there without any problem whatsoever.
How fast does the boat go?
Well, I've had it up to 50.
Which on a lake is fast.
Yeah, a lot of them have speed limits, so you got to kind of mind that.
Yeah.
And it also depends on what motor.
Can you believe this guy used to be a cop? He's taking a picture of you right now.
That's all right.
He laughs. that guy was a cop.
A damn good one, too.
So how did you get involved with Nitro? What's your story? And what's your name, first of all?
Oh, my name is Matt Jollymore.
Matt Jollymore?
Jollymore.
I love that
Wow.
name.
Yeah. You got to either have a sense of humor or be a fighter, and I had a sense of humor. So, but no, what it really took to get on there on the state team or into a Nitro.
Well, yeah, I mean, that got you involved in... What's your backstory?
Okay. Well, what really happened is that we have a family cabin up on Mille Lacs. And what we would do up there, right, is I wanted to go fishing in Mille Lacs, and at the time I had a really small boat. And my wife is absolutely terrified of water.
The wife.
Right?
It's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the water.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, and if there was any motion coming to that water, she was gone. Right? Well,
so that was your first wife?
No. I kept her because of this next part of the story. So I went out and I bought this boat. You know how you always want to repair a boat, to save some money. So I did. I went out and I got a boat and I brought it into the Track and Marine store, and I was just going to repower it or put a new power plant on it. And they took a look at it, and the transom was bad. So they wouldn't repower it. They told me that it's not safe, so they're not going to put it on there. And we walked back into the showroom, and she points over at this V175 Pro Guide tracker, and she says, "That's pretty."
That's how it started.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, you got you a free shirt and a good boat. So.
Well, what happened is I got into that boat, and part of the deal with Track Marine and Bass Pros is that if you buy one of their boats, you qualify for their tournament rewards program.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
So all I had to do was to place that boat up into the money, and they also give me between $500 and $1,000, either through gift cards or whatever, just for placing with one of those tracker boats. So I thought, I can fish,
sure,
right? So it went from...
Yeah, but you're not the governor's fishing guy.
I'm not. No.
Did you want to be?
Did I want to be?
Did you ever want to be? Yeah, the governor's guide.
I just like to fish.
There you go.
So have they chosen that yet? Okay, off topic. You were in the middle of the story.
No, that's okay. So I fished the last few years with the tracker and showing up at the sport shows and that kind of thing, and now it was time to go into the bigger leagues because I started getting caught into bigger waters doing the AIM Walleye Weekend Series. I started getting into bigger waters, and every time it seemed like there was 15, 20-mile-an-hour winds, and that just gets interesting with a smaller boat. So I went up to this Nitro ZV18, and because of the things that I had done, Tracker offered me a position on the state team. So that's my story in a short.
Well, there you go.
Do you live up here?
I actually live out of Blaine.
Out of Blaine?
Blaine.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. I was invited up here to come, like I say, help out with the kids doing their casting, and I'll also be doing some of the test rides out in the water.
Oh, okay.
That's good to know.
What's the story with the boat out front? Do you know? It says you can win this boat.
Yeah, that was the governor's boat. And if you go right outside, like you can see where I'm pointing.
Yeah.
But you can buy tickets for $5, right? You can buy tickets for $5.
His face is in his waffles.
Oh, I know.
I wouldn't think what.
Yeah, you can win that boat. I believe tomorrow at 7:00.
It looks like a pretty nice boat.
That's actually a really, really nice boat. That's the Targa version. That's a V18 Targa.
What's a boat like that running a fella?
Oh, my God.
Well, you'd have to talk to the dealer on that one, but that one there could do just $5. That's it.
I feel like that's a bargain.
What's the sticker on that? What's a boat run?
I'm not sure where that one starts out. Ballpark, you're probably talking in the area of 29.
Oh, God. I might get a couple for that, but I don't need that.
Well, that's one of the things.
$29?
Yeah, under $30, Jennifer.
$2,900.
Something like that.
Basically, less than half of what you lost in the casino yesterday.
Right. No, you'll find that the Tracker and the Nitro are very affordable boats for the average person. I mean, they're not going to break the bank on you.
Yeah.
And the quality of the boat and the ride of the boat is absolutely amazing. I did talk about my wife.
Yeah.
The wife.
This is my wife.
Yeah, I got to be careful with the wife. I got it for the wife. So my wife. I actually should be saying My wife, Shelly.
Damn, write this
right?
down. Chuck, write this down for
I know.
me.
What's that?
My wife, Jennifer, would like you to write this down for me.
Oh,
See?
yes, yeah. I am writing it down. It's all here, Rusty.
Right?
Oh, okay. All right.
So after I got that boat, she's willing to go out on Mille Lacs and fish all day, and it didn't matter about the weather because of how secure that boat felt, you know.
Okay.
And I think she's pretty excited about getting the nitro and heading out with that.
So, about her fear of water, just curious about this.
Yes.
Is it because she doesn't know how to swim, or if she's scared of what might be in it?
No, she actually almost drowned when she was really young.
Wow.
So water absolutely
Way to
terrifies
bring the room
her.
down, Jennifer.
I know, thanks.
Yeah.
I apologize, Cheryl, for bringing this back up. Or what's her name? Cheryl?
Shelly.
Shelly. Oh,
Shelly,
I'm
yeah.
so sorry.
No, but
No, it's all good.
The reason why is because sometimes I get a little panicky when I jump in a lake that's really dark because I'm like, okay, so at what point is something going to grab me and pull me under?
Oh,
that's
sure.
Like, that's what's in my head. I'm just,
That's totally rational. I get
It is.
really
It really
panicky
is.
when I drown. Yeah.
You know, I would too.
Yeah.
Just before, yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
No, I'm a believer of being on the water, not in the water. You know, swimming in me, I just sink. You know, luckily I got this belly to keep me buoyant. You know,
notice. Now you pointed out.
Yeah, I know. It's
You
here,
just
yeah.
got sexy to me. Pull your shirt down.
I'm
for
almost
God's
too
sake.
sexy for this shirt. You know.
That's because the shirt's too small now.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, that's why you're too
Where
sexy.
Where did you grow up?
I actually grew up in Duluth. I started out fishing rivers and that kind of stuff with my grandfather, and it's just never looked back from that. And went in the military, went running around for a little while, and I'm a computer engineer by trade. So
we could have used your help.
Mm-hmm. Oh no,
Chuck, are you setting your breakfast on the keyboards?
You're darn right I am.
Yeah, it's a repeating key that you got going on there. I don't know why it sticks.
He's got a plate of scrambled eggs sitting on our operation on the keyboard.
For 20 years, I drove around with
Chuck, you
radios,
better move it. He's not gonna
cups
let
of
it go.
coffee, pistols in various hands. I can do anything.
You're an IT nightmare.
Yeah,
That's what that
I
is.
am. I am that guy. I'm everybody's nightmare.
He's making me very.
Why narrow it down?
Oh my God! Could you please bust your table?
It's empty. We're good.
I know. Oh my God!
It's always empty after it goes on the keyboard.
Oh.
Like a true IT guy. You idle down over there. Don't give him any encouragement.
What's the vibe this season? Well, is it a good spring for fishing?
Yeah, it's really nice that we don't have to put our boats out over the ice to get onto the water. You know, and it looks like the spawn is happening as we anticipated.
Spawn.
Did you see the mosquito hatch?
No. We go fast, no mosquitoes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
If you went fast, I think you'd be covered in a wall of mosquitoes near our resort. That
Yeah.
was crazy. It looked like a horror movie.
Well, every once in a while in Mille Lacs, we get the flies coming up out of there, and they just
mayflies.
Oh my
Yeah.
Lord!
Oh, yeah.
I actually have a net that I wear over my head just for that reason. Yeah.
They probably taste like chicken when you're going fast. Don't
They all taste like chicken.
Yeah. Oh, for the love of
It's
sweet
just the
God.
aftertaste. The aftertaste
Yeah,
is
the
rough.
aftertaste.
That's it. You know.
It's like a colonoscopy.
Once
It's
you
the
get,
prep.
Yeah.
it's
Once you
the
get
prep.
used to it, you're fine. You
Yeah.
know, have a couple for a snack.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get so greasy on their splatter that
Oh my
they
God.
become a road hazard.
Yo,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, when I used to ride motorcycle, we'd actually slip.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When you're out on the boat, you've got nowhere to run.
Yeah.
We are. We're going to take a break here. Jennifer has to go vomit. Chuck has to get more scrambled eggs.
I need to
What was your
clean
name one more
myself
time?
with the
Matt Jollymar.
Anyone you want to say hello to or shout out? Or
Well, you know, I always
you
got to
wanna
say
plug?
hi. Yeah, I got to say hi to Mr. Sprinkles.
Mr. Sprinkles.
Mr. Sprinkles is Chris Caduck.
Oh, I thought that was your cat.
Is
Okay.
Oh, no.
He's a what?
He's actually a
good name for a
two-time Hall
cat.
of Fame legendary fisherman.
Okay,
Oh.
so it's
Yeah.
not
Oh,
not
wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he here today?
No, and he absolutely
Sprinkles.
hates Mr. Sprinkles.
Yeah,
so I
I was
had to
going to
get
say
it.
that is
Yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
most
What a bastard.
pussy
you
name.
are.
Right?
Mr.
Now I wonder
Sprinkles.
how
is-
he got that name. Story.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Governor Ventura, who kicked your ass in the bar? That would be Sprinkles.
Mr. Sprinkles. All right. Well, a pleasure talking to you. Thanks for coming over. Good luck.
Yeah.
Have fun with the kids.
Oh, thank you.
Teach them well. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back. All right?
You're listening to the Twin Cities Hit Show. Say it 3 times fast. We just dare you.
Got up at dawn just to be out on the water. The weatherman said hot and getting hotter, but he didn't say nothing about it. Raining like hell.
It's kind of like when I get older and pass it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Try the coffee grounds. They're delicious.
Unfiltered, sports columnist for the Minneapolis Star-Tribune, Jim Suhan presents in-depth conversations with the best writers and sports personalities in the area. Suhan brings professional journalism flavor without the verbal censoring. Find out what unfiltered really means. Only on the Alive and Social Network. SuhanUnfiltered.com.
Don't let your computer problems drive you mad. We are MacMen, Minnesota's premier tech consultants and problem solvers for Macs, mobile devices, troubleshooting, training, and much more. No more dragging your computer all over town because we come to you. We love making house calls to your home or small business. MacMen. Call 612-345-8005. The Alive and Social Network is alive and growing. From the best in sports, music, movies, and beer, Alive and Social is what all the cool kids click on. Featuring characters like radio rebel Jeff Dubay, Star Tribune pundit Jim Suhan, Unfiltered, and television veteran and handsome man Rusty Gatenby. You can also taste the Minnesota Pubcast with Jason and Molly. Join the band with the live band karaoke night from legendary O'Gara's in St. Paul and the live music showcase from Shamrocks. Yes, Alive and Social Network does indeed rock and roll. The Jeff Dubay Show, Jim Suhan Unfiltered, the Rusty Gatenby Review, the Minnesota Pubcast with Jason and Molly, live band karaoke, and Shamrock's live music showcase. Join the fun. Be alive and social with the Alive and Social Network.
All right, well.
Sound-wise, we're looking good.
We are back on the air here, actually. My board is just frozen up, but we have the Speaker of the House coming on over. Because, it's not just about the fishing.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi.
What did you go running? You ran and got more food, Chuck? Coffee?
Coffee, orange juice, water. I have a third-degree burn on my left hand. As the Speaker of the House, can I ask you this? Are you trained in CPR and medical procedures? I believe I'm bleeding to death.
I am not.
Okay,
so we're in trouble.
Yeah. Great. Well, you've done this before. Your audio sounds better than ours, so that's good. Hi.
Kurt, are you a fisher person?
I love to fish.
Pronounce your name correctly, though, before I mess it up. Kurt Doubt.
Doubt. Yep.
And
you got it.
People tease you with the name Doubt?
Of course.
I have no doubt.
Of course.
Are you a fisher person?
I really love fishing. Grew up fishing with my dad, of course, but with my current job, I don't have a lot of time to do it. So I get out probably 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah.
So,
are you going to get out this weekend?
I am. I'm actually fishing with the governor tomorrow morning.
Is
on
it
his boat.
Just after midnight morning?
No, 8 a.m.
Bragger. Yeah,
I'm
good.
on 8 a.m.
Because isn't that crazy? Why does he get out there at midnight?
In fact, I was just talking to the lieutenant governor, and she has a theory that Governor Dayton started this midnight thing.
I think he did.
So
I think he did.
I need to investigate this now and figure out, because I thought that I remembered seeing pictures of governors in the past fishing in the dark, but maybe not.
Breaking on the Twin Cities Hit Show, there will be an investigation. The House is investigating improprieties on the governor's position on fishing.
But the thing
is how rumors get started. So
I've been watching House of Cards.
Breaking.
I know how this works.
He has had success, though, doing it, though. Getting out there.
I had breakfast with him yesterday morning, and he claims that he has the worst luck, and not only does he not catch fish, that anybody that fishes with him is guaranteed not to catch fish.
No, but that's not true. There have been governors who have been skunked, but Governor Dayton has had pretty good luck.
He has. Last year he got outfished by the lieutenant governor. She caught like a 20-inch walleye opening morning. So
I'm going to keep my narrative going. Breaking, Rusty Gatenby calls the Speaker of the House a liar.
I did not. This is don't trust this guy. Can you believe he used to be a police officer, Chuck, for 18 years?
I know how to twist words to manipulate the Constitution, Mr. Speaker.
Oh my God!
So, what's the state of politics in Minnesota right now? We seem to be in pretty good shape compared to some of the craziness going on in the world these days.
Yeah, I mean, things are going pretty well. We, obviously the House right now is controlled by Republicans, and the Democrats have the Senate and the governor's office. We're getting into the last 10 days of session, so we've got to set the state's budget, and we've been busy in negotiations, kind of getting down to the brass tacks to set the budget for the next 2 years, and there will probably be some of those conversations out on the fishing boat as well. So, no, things are going pretty well. We've got a surplus in our budget right now.
Not many states are able to say that.
No, I shouldn't say that. Actually, quite a few are moving in that direction if they don't have a direct surplus right now. But things are getting better. I think the recession is behind us. It's been I'd say a steady recovery, but a recovery nonetheless.
Yeah. Obama.
Hey, we're sitting pretty well. I was afraid the fishing opener wouldn't happen this year, so I know that's a good sign. Yeah.
Yeah, right, Chuck.
If a joke flopped, I end with yeah.
For those who are confused, and I happen to be one, describe what the Speaker of the House, what your role is. What are your duties?
That's a good question. Sometimes I feel like I vacuum the hallways at the Capitol. Well, I'm the one that presides over the House chamber, so the House sessions, and I also am the leader of the Republican caucus, but I'm also the leader of the House. So, we have our House staff. The House obviously is one part of the legislative branch. So, obviously bills. How a bill becomes a law.
Yeah, School of Rock.
Yeah, it's so they have to pass the House, the Senate, and then the governor has to sign them. But we've got 134 members in the House, and so we're just working through that process right now. I don't know, we've got quite a few staff, and just kind of keeping your arms wrapped around all of that sometimes herding cats sounds really easy compared to what I have to do. So that's really the job description, herding cats. But it's fun. I took over in January as Speaker of the House, and it's a rewarding. It's fun. So.
And how does one take over?
We took the majority in the last election, so there was a flip from Democrat to Republican in the House, and when that happens, we elect a new House Speaker. So.
And they said you're the guy.
They did. I was the minority leader for the last 2 years in the minority, but kind of unique. I've only been in the House for 4 years. I've only been in the legislature for 4 years. So I took over as minority leader after 2 years, which hadn't happened since 1907. Wow. And I'm the first speaker in my third term since the 1930s. So I think that's a really great thing, though.
Yeah. Kurt, we had no doubt
younger
that you
would.
Okay. That you would succeed.
But I think I'm 41. I'm not super young, but I'm on the younger side for the legislators. And,
don't look at me when you say that.
I think I'm a lot younger than you.
Yeah, that's true.
But I always describe what we do as legislating is a little bit like golf. You go out and you hit a whole bunch of horrible shots into the woods and into the water, but then you hit that one really good shot where you get to do something good for somebody, make a difference for somebody, and that's what keeps you coming back. So it's a lot of it is banging your head on the wall, but some of it's very rewarding.
For the record, we call that
in the world of politics, what's the last good shot that you hit then in the world of politics?
That's a really good question. Personally, as Speaker of the House, I don't carry a lot of legislation, but I get to make sure that things are, that good legislation is moving.
Yeah.
They tell me that I'm very powerful. I don't think of it that way, but the Speaker of the House can make bills move or keep bills moving or make them disappear if you want. So there's a lot of things that we're working on right now. One of them is nursing home reimbursements. There's been a problem with that. We've had a lot of rural nursing homes closing. It's been a huge problem in greater Minnesota. So we're working on reforming the funding of our nursing homes that really would be kind of a generational reform.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And a lot of the nursing homes will probably see like a 20% increase in their reimbursements. And that just means they can take better quality of our of our loved ones. So it's that's the sort of thing that we get to do that's super rewarding. So
get that done soon, because I might be headed that way soon. I'm old is what I'm saying. All right, what are you going to fish with tomorrow? What's the technique?
You know what? I don't have any idea. Supposedly we have a guide. I brought my lucky fishing rod, so we'll see.
Which you've had since you were 7.
Normally,
from your dad.
Normally, what I use is a lead jig and a leech or something.
So you actually fish?
Jig off the bottom. But we'll see. Every guide has a little different idea of what's going to get them today. So we'll see what my guide says. But that's my trusted method.
Hey, thanks for stopping by. It was a pleasure talking
Sounds
to
great.
you. And good luck.
Thank you, guys.
Keep hitting them straight in the political world. All right.
Sounds good. Thank
all
you.
Right,
Thank
there you go. So he's not a fan of going out at midnight either. Speaker of the House, Kurt Dowd, he's gonna sleep until 8 a.m. and good for him.
Yeah, I think if I were the governor, I would order the fish just to get caught, and then not have to actually.
It's
fish.
a decree. I'm declaring that he was a good guy.
Oh yeah, very easygoing. Nice guy. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? I was just going to let you know that when I took a picture of you earlier this morning, when you were at your cabin flashing your muscles.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Which, impressive,
Chuck was in the window without
but you
his
need to get that
shirt on.
mark next to your nipple checked out.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, boy.
It's either a leech or a hickey.
Well, anyways, I noticed something underneath your cabin, and I got a picture of it, and I just wanted to share it with you.
Oh, God.
I do believe it was a clown underneath your cabin.
When she dropped me off last night,
you know those horror movies where they go cabin in the woods?
Yeah,
Chuck's cabin kind of looks like that. He's kind of at the end of the road there. And
yeah, I mean, can you tell me what that's about right there?
Oh, jeez. Did you
my God.
Is that
Jennifer is now showing Chuck her phone. And
oh, my God.
It is a completely original and unaltered photo of the underside of Chuck's cabin.
Hey.
And there's a clown.
Oh,
and I have not, I repeat, have not been working on this all morning.
No, I know, no. She's been dialed in. If you notice Jennifer hasn't talked in the last 2 hours,
if we see, is this Buck? We're looking for the governor's fishing guide. He's supposed to be joining us. This might be, I don't know what Buck looks like. No, he just walked away.
I'm going to move at least one of these chairs out of the way.
Tim Buck. Say his last name.
Lescarbeau.
He saw the Speaker of the House sitting here, and he probably thought,
He'd probably turn around.
They don't like me.
Well, Chuck, I'm going to make sure I get this to you so you have sweet dreams tonight.
Yeah, the resort we're staying at, White Eagle, very nice. And mom and pop resorts, there aren't many these days. They're kind of a dying breed, but this one is passed down from generations, and they are real cabins. And Chuck's cabin kind of looks like the one you would see in a scary movie.
The only thing that got me was that there's an underside of the cabin that has, it's open, which is unusual. You don't normally see this. And photo op. Oh,
there we go. I'm wrangling up. That was the governor that just took our picture.
No,
I just had the Speaker of the House take a picture of us.
No, that was his assistant.
Here, Chuck, put your phone number in here.
Okay.
Again,
so I can make sure
that's the Speaker of the House assistant, not our assistant.
Yeah, I know. Guy's a great guy.
Is that Buck? We're looking for Buck. Where's Buck? Check out that's a fisherman's hairdo going on right there.
Let's make
no,
awkward
that's
contact
a fish
with
nest,
someone.
is what that is. That's where fish breed.
No,
let's make awkward contact with someone and just have them come over.
Buck. We're looking for Buck.
I want to get that guy in. He looks like we need to get him over there.
The one in the yellow shirt
with the hair.
The guy the guy who's in the assisted chair.
No,
he'd be great.
No.
Yeah.
Trust me, no.
Trust me, no. We should not do that.
I have a feeling Buck saw that we had the Speaker of the House, and he said, "Oh, fine, screw you then."
Yeah.
Because that was his window. The Speaker was sitting here. Oh boy! Oh, someone in the doorway talking into.
Oh.
No, when
like
they
a
talk.
wrist thing?
No, yeah, when they talk into their sleeve, that means the eagle has landed.
The eagle has landed.
Got some Secret Service possible.
Just talk into
so
my
now,
wrist.
Roger, Red Rover.
See that guy with the tie.
guy.
He's scoping the room.
That
He's
guy.
looking at Chuck.
He looks
going,
like a state trooper.
obviously a
Absolutely.
trouble. Threat warning in the corner.
Do you want me to go I'll check out the hallway and scope it out?
Like a threat.
Do you
want to go low crawl into the hallway and see what I can find out?
Fashion threat.
No.
I'm going to put my shirt on.
We need to find Buck.
Well, there's on this side.
Buck, where? Look at that guy with the. See, I would have put my money that the guy at the camouflage jacket.
Yes.
Who I can barely see,
like
by the way. because he's camouflaged.
I
Oh, here's
just-
Alyssa.
there's
Let's get her to
Alyssa.
come on
Hey,
over and
come here, girl.
get
What
her.
up?
She was on
Her
our
single.
show when you were out of town.
Yes.
Talking about the governor's
world traveler
bit.
that I am and whatnot.
Love that hair.
She's been very busy.
Yeah. You know,
organizing this event.
I feel like sometimes this is all about her and not me, and that's really troublesome.
Do you want to go rogue and go off headset and go see if she knows where her buck is?
I'll go check on that. I'm
All
gonna
right.
see what to do
In
with
the
those.
meantime, Jennifer, tell us about your fishing experiences.
I was at the grocery store.
Yeah.
And I went into a freezer and pulled some fish out.
That's amazing. And how did you feel after that?
I felt concerned because I'm always worried about cooking fish. I'm more worried about cooking fish than I am eggs or beef.
Positive development. Chuck has waved goodbye and has left. He has gone into the casino here
He must
at the
be on his way to a secondary job at Target, given
At
what
the-
he's wearing today.
Governor. If you're just stumbling across us, we're coming to you live from Lake Vermillion. On the shores of Lake Vermillion, it's the governor's fishing opener.
Mhm.
Doesn't officially start till midnight. The governor, as we were talking with the Speaker of the House, he's kind of started the tradition of going out at midnight.
Right.
But Chuck is under arrest.
Oh my God, Chuck is under arrest.
Chuck, did you get arrested, Chuck?
Did you get arrested?
Here we have.
Oh my gosh, Chuck! What did you do? He's being escorted back into the studio or into
This
the.
is the chief of enforcement for the DNR.
Oh.
Ken Soaring. Want to throw the headset on there, Chief?
What did I thought maybe Chuck had gotten in trouble?
Oh, I accidentally rolled through a stop sign one time.
And then the
Let
key
me-
here is when you get up there, that mic needs to be about an inch from your
And
face there,
need,
Chief.
like almost kiss it.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Yeah.
Good morning.
You
Welcome.
got it?
Yeah, so this must be an exciting time for DNR.
It is. It's a good community event, and DNR is providing excellent weather this year. So
It's not bad.
Huh?
It's not bad today.
Yeah, this is excellent weather that we're providing. So I think
Yeah.
tourism did the weather last couple years. So DNR is stepping in now.
Is it? It's going to be a little sun tomorrow, right? It's not going to get rained out.
Nope, it's going to be good weather tomorrow. In fact, some sun possibly this afternoon. I'm hearing. So.
Oh, really?
Yep. It's a little cool tonight. There'll be no mosquitoes.
Well,
Yeah, come to our
you missed our
resort.
story. She was attacked by a cloud of mosquitoes.
It was
yesterday.
horrible. It was horrible. I'm still not okay. Actually, in the middle of the night last night, I woke up coughing and choking. I think one flew down my throat.
Now, do you know your name is Ken? What's the last name?
Soaring.
Ken Soaring. Is it true our resort host said, "Oh, those are all male mosquitoes"?
Yes, please
that are
tell me
clouding
that's
The
around?
non-biting, the nice ones.
That's what he said.
Right.
Mhm.
Is that true?
Probably at this time of year, that could be. I'm not a mosquito expert. But
All right. Well, because you have the badge, we think you know everything. What is the biggest concern for you right now?
Safety is always the thing we want to stress first and foremost. Make sure that the life jackets are available.
Yeah.
That your safety gear's in shape for the season. We're starting out, and also we have a big push on invasive species, draining those boats and the live wells, getting rid of the water. Check your trailers really close when you come off the water. Make sure there's no vegetation hanging on them.
What's the status of that up here with the is it the
Tiger or something?
We've got spiny water fleas in the watersheds up here, zebra mussels,
Zebra mussels,
snails.
that's what I was trying to
Yep,
say.
fosset snails, and milfoil. So again, the vector for all of that is usually water or vegetation. So we just we're telling people,
Is it a losing battle or
don't be that boater.
Yeah.
Don't be the person that moves zebra mussels or milfoil or water from one lake to another. Just take that little bit of time, drain your live well, drain your minnow buckets, check your trailer out.
Do you find that enforcement really works to change that? And I assume that falls on your people?
No, Chuck, he hates his job. He's taking his
but I mean,
off.
having worked traffic safety a lot, we really paired up a lot with.
It's hopeless.
Yeah.
It's the last step in education. Our goal would be, if people are enlightened and they care about the resource, and they should, that's our Minnesota culture, then take care of it yourself. But those that don't learn or care as quickly as others, we like to step in and help educate them to get voluntary compliance is what we want.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of, in all seriousness, you're going to think I'm weird for being serious for a second. But
No, I already think you're weird.
You're weird
for other
It's
reasons.
like
Yeah, good
that's
point.
already. I mean,
I used to be in charge of our traffic unit, and a big part of it was the education piece, and let them know you're going to be out enforcing this particular thing, and then actually enforcing it, and that makes a huge difference.
Right. If people know better or should know better, and
Yeah.
they choose not to care, then we need to step in.
Yeah. That's playing my crime bumping music. Has your whole career been with the DNR?
I worked with the sheriff's office part-time while I was going to school and worked for Wildlife Research, DNR, for a while, and got into enforcement in 1984.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you've had a long career.
I'm almost off probation.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, good job. Good job.
What keeps you the busiest when you're on the job here? Now that we're getting into the summer season, I assume everything ramps up.
Well, in my position, it's meetings and email, but
that sounds exciting.
The field officers are, the great thing about this job, it changes season to season. We go from snowmobiling to spring fires and fish run now to the boating activity and ATV use and this education classes.
This is one of our gems, this Lake Vermillion, right?
We're so blessed to try to pick a favorite lake, and there's so many of them. But this is a great lake. We got the new park opening here, and a lot of community support. So great area to visit.
What's going on with the new park? What's that about?
Well, the Vermillion Park, is a new development that's going to, I think, be just a world-class park here with the Vermillion Park. So,
are we talking like entertainment park or like a whole?
No, this is a state park.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So camping and that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Yep.
Not roller coasters.
No, not at all. I was
not a theme park.
Yeah,
I grew up in Highland Park. This is all
no,
foreign
but
to me.
I was thinking, like, are we going to have a swing set? Or maybe a slide? Or is it going to be picnic tables? So, no, I thought it was a great kind of park. I mean,
one of the unique things about Lake Vermillion, too, is because it's not all built up. There's land dedicated that will never be built up.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about this. The legislature obviously supported, as did a lot of the public, to protect that shoreline and put it in state ownership. So, Rusty, do you bring anybody up from the cities with you that wants to come, or you're not selective at all?
Not selective.
So the people that want theme parks and whatnot.
That's who.
It's a good plan.
Well, I'm his wife. He has.
I have to bring Jennifer.
I'm his towel boy. So
right.
I'm going to get this one out on the water and see how. Well, actually, both of them are not fisher people.
Yeah. You should be fishing, and you should enter hunting and shooting sports.
Oh, yeah.
We have a Becoming an Outdoor Woman program in DNR.
No.
Where they teach archery and shooting.
Nice.
And you should check into that.
No, Chuck, you cannot sign up for that.
Why? I
You
feel like that's sexist.
Yes, you can.
Breaking. Twin Cities Hit Show sues the DNR for sexist behavior.
No.
Ken, do you happen to know this Buck guy, the fishing guide for the governor, Tim Lescarbou?
I do not know him personally, no.
Dang
You
it.
don't.
We're trying to
But
get him.
do you know what he looks like? Can you look him up? Do you
I
have
gave
his
you a
driver's
description.
license?
Wow, you ask good questions. Yes to some of those.
Oh, but will you? That's the real question.
Could we have you sketch a photo?
Yes. Can we?
Buck, where are you, Buck? So what's on? We're going to take another break here coming up, but what's on your schedule then today?
Our officers are going to be doing some outreach today and checking a lot of boats as their people are coming up to their cabins. Again, making sure that safety equipment and invasive species. And then we watch to make sure people aren't jumping the gun and fishing for species they shouldn't be
Now, if
fishing
you accidentally, can you accidentally catch a walleye, though?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so then you just like...
When you fish as well as I do, it's hard not to catch fish.
But you got to release it. That's the key, right? If you accidentally catch
So if you're fishing crappies or perch or panfish, and you catch a species that's not open, then you release it right away.
So can you, because I don't know much about fishing, but can you fish for crappies year-round, like little...
Yeah, crappies is open. Mm-hmm.
All
Panfish,
year?
yep.
All year? Awesome.
Well, I feel like being a
They're fun. I like feeding them bread.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you're a sworn law enforcement officer. I guess that you bring the fish up on the boat and you can interrogate them about what kind of fish are you? Are you a walleye? Are you a walleye? I feel like that could come in handy.
I don't even understand where you were going with that.
Because I couldn't tell you the difference between a walleye and anything.
You just pull out
Take a
your
picture.
smartphone and check the fishminnesota.com.
Oh, hey.
It's got a lake finder on it. If
I'm
you
sure
click on the
there's-
lake you're on, it'll tell you the regulations you
And
got.
what size of fish can we keep now, right? There's the walleye have a certain size?
Yes, and again, certain lakes have special regulations. The lake here has a 18 to 26 protected slot for walleye and
So
a
if it's
four
between-
fish limit.
So it's between 18 and 26.
Yep, once it's 18 to 26 inches, you release it immediately. You can have one over 26, and then a possession limit of 4 walleyes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And we should tell these novices, officer, that the way you catch walleye, they actually come to a sound. So when you guys are out there, you have to do the walleye.
It's a certain call.
Really?
Try
I feel
it.
like this is bullshit. This is what I'm hearing.
It usually takes an hour or two.
No, I feel like this is
Try it.
bullshit.
No, that's the walleye call.
Okay, I'm not fun. This is like go look for the thing in the bag.
Back me up, sir, right?
We're actually Rusty and I are going to start a business where you can either buy the call or learn to do it.
I actually fell for that for a second. For just a second, they come to South.
You know,
For the
I
love of God.
think there's one thing that we need to talk about that we haven't actually asked, and
Now,
that
that's
is
funny.
important, is how many cases of beer can one drink while boating?
Yeah.
That's a serious issue.
That is a serious issue.
Yeah.
Because people think they're on the boat that
it's fine.
Yeah, we started out with with the safety talk. So people that are in a boat obviously can have adult beverages.
Can you be behind the wheel and have a beer in your hand?
You can have a beer. You can have an open container. It's not like the highway vehicle, but the operator of the boat cannot be impaired.
Yeah.
And there's where it does mirror the DWI laws.
Okay.
So a serious problem, and again, we just ask people, be responsible. You're responsible for all the people in your boat, too. So
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And is it .08 is the...
Yep.
Yep.
Same standard.
Same as
Yep.
it is. Okay. Just
All right.
wanted to get that out there.
So it should be a great weekend. If people take kids out, get them fishing, or returning veterans and whatnot, it's great. There's some great programs to get vets out. Always a nice day. I think you'll enjoy your day more if you take a kid out or a vet.
Absolutely.
Come back. And remember the Turn In Poachers program. You can just do pound tip on your phone if you see somebody who's not counting as well as they should be, or not respecting the resource that we all share. Give us a call.
So like you said 4 walleye? Was
4 walleye limit on this lake.
Yeah,
Yep,
all
possession
right.
limit.
That seems like plenty of walleye.
That'll take me about 10 minutes.
Well, we have to see how good you are at the call. I didn't hear much out of you. So.
There you go. All right, we're going to take a break. Thank you, sir. And
Thanks
have
much.
Good luck this weekend.
Have a good day.
This memory's a big one, and she thinks we're just fishing.
You're listening to the Twin Cities Hit Show. Say it 3 times fast. We just dare you.
Oh, she thinks we're just fishing.
MacMen. Don't let your computer problems drive you mad. We are MacMen, Minnesota's premier tech consultants and problem solvers for Macs, mobile devices, troubleshooting, training, and much more. No more dragging your computer all over town because we come to you. We love making house calls to your home or small business. MacMen. Call 612-345-8005. The Alive and Social Network is alive and growing. From the best in sports, music, movies, and beer, Alive and Social is what all the cool kids click on. Featuring characters like radio rebel Jeff DeBay, Star Tribune pundit Jim Suhan, Unfiltered, and television veteran and handsome man Rusty Gatenby. You can also taste the Minnesota Pubcast with Jason and Molly. Join the band with live band karaoke night from legendary O'Gara's in St. Paul and the live music showcase from Shamrocks. Yes, Alive and Social Network does indeed rock and roll. The Jeff DeBay Show, Jim Suhan Unfiltered, the Rusty Gatenby Review, the Minnesota Pubcast with Jason and Molly, live band karaoke, and Shamrock's live music showcase. Join the fun. Be alive and social with the Alive and Social Network.
With Suhan Unfiltered, sports columnist for the Minneapolis Star-Tribune, Jim Suhan presents in-depth conversations with the best writers and sports personalities in the area. Suhan brings professional journalism flavor without the verbal censoring. Find out what unfiltered really means. Only on the Alive and Social Network. SuhanUnfiltered.com. The term foodie can sometimes come across as a tickle pretentious. BT and Lydia are here to demystify the term and reclaim it for the sake of good food. Their weekly podcast brings in fellow foodies and culture creators from the Twin Cities to talk about all things food. Find this duo only on the Alive and Social Network.
Congratulations, you found the Twin Cities Hit Show.
There is a creature alive today who has survived millions of years of evolution without change, without passion, and without logic.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
I'll catch this bird for you, but it ain't gonna be easy. Bad fish. Not like going down the pond chasing bluegills or tommycods.
Trolling, 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 walleye.
And now, a real hit show.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Yeah. I didn't know you were a fisherman.
There are a lot of things you don't know about me.
I've been drowning shiners, searching with them finders, trying to get a big one on the line.
It's the Twin Cities Hit Show.
Hello, Governor.
Hello, Governor.
Hello, Governor. Hello, Governor.
Beat 'em up, cast 'em out, cast 'em out, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, cast 'em out, walleye.
You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
This is ridiculous, okay? I'll go. Shit.
The Green Hornet strikes again! Caught my limit! I see you only snagged one, huh?
I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor a harumph.
Harumph!
Let's get this hit show started.
All right, children, bringing it in for the last half hour. I didn't think that opening was an epically long opening.
No, I thought it was fine. It gives me a minute to eat my breakfast, and
I sincerely, when I put that together,
I reapplied makeup.
We're gonna need moments to get a break here. Hey,
Yeah.
Twin Cities Hit Show coming to you live from Fortune Bay Resort and Casino. We're on the shores of beautiful Lake Vermillion. Kind of a gray, overcast day out there right now, but at least it's not pouring down rain.
Also true.
Yes, because out in a boat when it's
Yeah.
just pouring down rain. I know some guys say that's when you catch the real fish. Rock, is that true?
Yes, it is true.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't think
Thanks
it's
for
just
coming.
like some personal hell misery? Some guy was like, yeah.
We have
I'm reading the script here. What are you talking
from the Lake Vermillion area, we've got a volunteer chairperson, Rock Gilson. Rock, is that your real name?
Yes, it is. Actually,
Bullshit.
Yeah, it is. Actually. No, it's not. It is a nickname. But, boy, it's great to have you guys here. It really is. It's true that you guys
Talk a
come
little
up.
closer into that,
Yeah,
Rock.
it's really great to have you guys up here.
Thanks.
It is rock. It's been rock for a long, long time. I do have.
All right. How did you get the name Rock?
It's
You're
a
a big
long,
guy.
It's a long story.
Jennifer,
yeah.
describe Rock for
Several-
people who
several.
He's a big
describe.
specimen of a man.
He
He's
looks like a famous actor that.
Dan Haggerty.
Oh, thank you.
Right?
That's, you
No,
got
I was going with
idea.
Rock Hudson.
That's right.
No.
that's
the
Dan
guy
Haggerty.
who was with a bear, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's the guy.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Grizzly
Yeah,
Adams.
very
Yeah.
Grizzly Adams.
sexy.
Yeah, really?
Okay.
I've never heard that before.
No, I'm sure.
All my
I'm sure.
life,
Yeah.
even when I was a baby. You look like Grizzly Adams. You know, I had a beard, when I was 8. So
You came out and let's name it Rock. It looks just like Grizzly Adams.
I'll tell you something real quick about Grizzly Adams. I grew up watching this show. He had a pet coon. I don't know if you knew that. He had a pet coon named Joshua.
Those can be evil, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember Joshua.
Guess
They'll
what?
tear your house apart.
The name of my firstborn son, Joshua.
Because of this-
Gilson,
because of that?
Dan Haggerty's coon.
You know what's interesting about that show, and you may not know this,
Now
Rock.
I call bullshit.
Yeah,
that show
that's
is
that's true. That's
and that
actually
show
true.
is based on it's all true stories. was. Yeah. That all really happened. Number 7. Number 7, you stubborn old thing.
You did watch the show.
I think we're getting into some BS territory here.
Yes,
Right.
we are.
I think so. Yeah.
That is bullshit.
Yeah,
right there.
I'm sure of that.
And you can say shit.
I have been.
No,
I've been lucky enough to come up here just a handful of times.
Oh.
But every time it's been it seems a different time of the year.
Yeah.
But it's always beautiful.
Oh, it's always beautiful. I mean,
out there in that lake, I think it's my favorite lake.
It's got to be. It's really interesting, and just to give you some highlights too, real quick. We are actually above the Laurentian Divide.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Yeah, look,
Rock. I already knew
this. A lot
this.
of deer in the headlights looking here coming. What does that mean?
It's like duh.
But I got a couple other cool awards too, like Boreal Forest and some other things.
Hey, easy, back off on that.
Anyway, we're in the northeastern section of Minnesota, the Arrowhead section. We're above the Laurentian Divide. Laurentian Divide is a continental divide that goes across country. All of our water flows north into Hudson Bay. We're actually in the Hudson Bay Basin. We are the headwaters to the Hudson Bay Basin. The Vermilion River that comes out of Vermilion flows north, drops about 300 feet into Crane Lake. So we're at like kind of the top of the world here on Lake Vermilion. We have no industry, we have no agricultural that is flowing in because the river, the Pike River, actually comes right off the backside of the divide from Virginia. And that other word I was telling you about, boreal. Boreal forest, we're in a section of Minnesota like no other in the lower 48 states. We're in what's called glacial till. It's an area, that the glaciers obviously have come down on.
They dug out the lakes when they melted.
Right, and
when
then
they
melted
receded.
away and receded back. And so the forest...
There's a quiz after, Chuck, so pay attention to rock.
That's right. The trees here, the combination of trees, of pine and the conifers and the deciduous that are here, hardwood trees, they make up this boreal forest thing. And we have critters in our forest that no other place has
Yeti?
In the lower 48 states.
Any Sasquatches?
Of course.
Give me about 4 beers, you'll see a Yeti later.
I was going to say, after that, you might see a she-Yeti.
Hey, holy she-Yeti.
Well, something like that. Okay, right? Hold on there. Well, we're talking about the Governor's Open here, right?
What kind of wildlife?
Well, they're
wolves,
like
right?
Wolves, definitely wolves. One of the largest concentrations of
I want to see a
timber
wolf.
They're around.
Are they in the Vermilion area?
One of the really hard things to
kangaroo?
see up here.
I want to see a kangaroo.
Well, that would be really hard to see up here. The wildlife. Deer are easy to see. Moose are really hard to see.
Yeah.
Oh, really? How come?
They're rare.
Well, they're kind of rare, but they're definitely around. But probably wolves one of the hardest things to see. They're just not too keen to man. They don't warm up to us real well, so they kind of, and they'll be tougher and tougher to see now as the tourism season starts, which the governor's here to do, to start out our tourism season.
Yeah.
So it's going to be tougher and tougher, but yeah, it's a really great place. That's why people wonder what it is. The difference, it is different.
The Brainerd area,
well, oh, definitely, it's in a different flowage. That's the Mississippi Valley. See, that all flows flows a whole other way. We're actually, if you want to get
flows a whole other way.
You actually want to get real technical, we're on the confluence of 3 divides because we're right at Hibbing, Minnesota, which is just south of us, is the confluence of the Mississippi Valley.
Hey, Rock, I don't know if you know this,
Basin.
by the way. Some facts for you. Bob Dylan, born in Hibbing.
He was. They even have streets named after him.
Actually, what was his name? Ken, was it?
Yeah.
No, what was his name? Brian Anderson lives in the house that...
his aunt.
His aunt, Bob Dylan's aunt, lived in. And
we're just trying to throw facts back at you, Rock.
No, that's great. That's great. That's cool. And that's all part of our history.
Yeah.
That's part of what you get when you come up north.
Well, just go
to... You get all that. So...
Go to Brian's house.
Go to Brian's house. There you go. And it's a touch to Bob Dylan, I guess.
The difference is when you're in the Brainerd Lakes area, that is fun. It is fun there.
No doubt.
But it's way more touristy
a little bit, yeah.
Like out of our cabin that we're at White Eagle.
Oh, wow.
We're on our cabin's like up on a rock bluff, and there's a postcard pine tree coming out right in front of us, and as we look across the lake, there's an island with no one on it, and there's a shoreline with no cabins on it.
Right.
The lakes in the Brainerd lakes area, there's a cabin, 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 there's a cabin.
Well, and it's kind of interesting to mention that we brought up beer and Yetis and all that. You know, back when, some of you may not be old enough to know, but remember the Hams Bear guy with the red canoe?
The beer refreshing. Hams, the beer refreshing.
Absolutely. Did you realize that all of those TV commercials were shot off the shores of Lake Vermillion?
No, I did not.
That's where the Hams Bear commercials were all
You know what
filmed.
I lust after?
Besides Jennifer.
Well,
Okay.
I lust after her for many reasons. One of them is she's building me a man cave.
Oh.
We just put in she just installed the 70-inch flat screen in my man cave.
Oh,
I just went ahead and did it.
The crown piece of a man cave.
Well, no, I want to put this bar in, and I would lust after the Hams beer.
Oh, yeah. Which one?
Where it's a photo that moves.
Oh,
and
that's
it looks,
right. Yeah,
and it looks like the water's shimmering.
Yep, the water.
And I
the
now
water,
can see it. It
yep,
looks. I see the
waterfall.
granite and all that.
See, that's Glacial Till right there on the Hams Bear commercials.
You don't know where I can get one of them beer signs.
I probably have to check eBay. You know how that goes. No commercials for eBay, but you know.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I mean, they are
now that
on
you
there.
said that, I didn't even know that that's what you wanted. But if that's what you want, baby, my baby gets what my baby wants.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I mean, we're talking birthdays, anniversaries.
I just need to get a part-time job because I hear those are expensive.
They are.
Jesus.
They're collector's items.
They are
But
collector's
they're
items.
Awesome.
I'm going to translate the city speak she just said.
Yeah?
Or I will get the husband what he wants.
Don't listen to Chuck.
That was
We try not
Stop.
to.
No.
We try not to listen to Chuck.
God damn it, Chuck.
Rock, what was your life like growing up? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Southern Illinois, believe it or not. Lockadam 26 on the Mississippi River, just north of St. Louis.
Wow. It's lovely down there, too.
Yeah, well, it was down there. And, you know, what brought me to Minnesota, believe it or not, you guys will love this story because, no, actually, I went to school, a small school near Kansas City, Missouri in Marshall, a place called Missouri Valley College. Believe it or not, was studying volunteerism to be a Boy Scout. I have a 4-year degree in Boy Scouting. One of my college professors took me on a fishing trip to northern Minnesota in the spring of 1979. And by the end of that week, we were signing papers on the Life of Riley Resort on the beautiful Norwegian Bay.
Where's that?
Alcohol was involved.
Weird.
Where's that place?
We're up on the west end of Lake Vermillion, up on Norwegian Bay.
Sweet.
My wife and I have had a Life of Riley Resort up there for this is our 36th season.
Wow.
I bought the resort when I was a junior in college with another guy from school. We came up here on a fishing trip. I actually went back and finished college. We bought the place in 1979 and took over occupancy in 1980. So we've been running the Life of Riley Resort since 1980. So
And what have you learned? I was talking about mom and pop resorts, and there was a trend there where they were just selling, and people would build condos or the $1 million cabins. They were getting out of the business.
Yeah.
Are they knocking on your door too?
Well, sometimes they have that craze has kind of been come and gone. You know, you want some more stats. Oh, by the way, just so you know, I am full of worthless, useless information.
Good.
I
I disagree, Rock.
And
I like that.
I even know Donald
awesome.
Duck's middle name. But anyway,
Yeah, I can do a Donald Duck sneeze.
What is?
Wait, you want to hear? Rock, hold on.
What? Wow!
Donald Duck sneezing.
That was really good, isn't it?
That is. That's impressive.
So what's his middle name?
Millard?
Oh, if I told
Milford?
you, I'd have to, you know.
You'd have to give me the.
Is it Milford?
You're pretty close, yeah.
Fine.
What is it?
Google.
Maynard. No.
It's on a 1948 cartoon. Donald Duck gets drafted. Yes, he gets drafted. And you know how they do those close-ups of anything written on a cartoon?
Yeah.
So his draft card shows up, and it zooms in on his draft card, and his name is Donald Fauntleroy Duck. Only time you ever see it. It's on his draft card, 1948. See? Told you I was full of it. Anyway,
so
we were talking
the business, the economics of a family resort. Are you guys obviously 36th season?
Yeah.
You seem to be pumping along still.
I love this business. I just love the business of being with tourists and guests and
why?
I don't know. It's fun.
What's wrong with you,
You know,
Rock?
what's really fun about it is people come to a resort and they're usually in a pretty good mood. They're on vacation.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we get to work with some of the happiest people in the world.
That's
you know?
true.
They're all happy, supposedly.
The beginning
and
of the day.
And our job is to keep that going. We make sure the toilet flushes and that kind of stuff happens because then they don't be happy. That's one of the things we've done. But you're right. A little fact. When I started in 1979, let's just say 1980, there were 3,200 of these so-called ma and pa resorts that you talk about within the state of Minnesota. You know how many there are today? Less than 1,000.
Really?
So down by
two-thirds. We're down to 900 and something, and these are facts that I get from surveys, handed to us all the time.
And why is that? Do you think what happened or what?
Well, the land values, the land scream of the last decade when property values just skyrocketed and everybody had to get their little piece. A lot of resorts became more valuable in land than there could be money produced by running it as a resort. So the owners made more money by splitting it up and selling it off piecemeal than running the resort or selling it to somebody else.
One of the saddest things we used to go to a resort. My family would go for 2 weeks.
Right, yeah.
My whole childhood, right on through college.
Yep.
And then I went back to see it, and it had been divvied up and sold, and it made me want to cry.
It's terrible, but it is something that's trended and has happened.
Don't do it, Rock.
No. My boys are actually taking over, believe it or not. So we're going into a third.
That's what's going on at the White Eagle.
Yeah, White Eagle. Mike and Bonnie and Tom and
the kids
Renee
have stepped in
and Annie. Of all taking it over, and my son Josh, the coon guy, and my other son Caleb.
The coon guy.
Caleb is my other son. He's my middle son, Caleb, and I have a daughter, Sarah, and she was named after Daniel Boone's wife. If you remember the old Daniel Boone series.
Oh, you serious? That's awesome.
Sarah, and then Caleb was named after a Missouri portraitist painter from Arrow Rock, Missouri. He was the guy who painted pictures. Back in the 1800s. His name was George Caleb Bingham, so we called that Caleb. But then it ended up being Caleb and Joshua, which are two good spies in the Bible, So, I mean, however it comes.
Rock, I won't lie to you. I think I want to meet your wife.
Yeah.
She's very cooperative with this.
Well,
you want to name them what?
What? Yeah.
I thought you were getting to.
Oh,
be quiet, Rock.
It was either Sarah or Naomi, and Ma said Sarah, and my lovely wife, little shout out to her. She's up at the resort doing what I should be doing right now.
Life of Riley.
She's opening the resort, and I'm down here talking to
you
guys.
Talking to idiots like us.
And so, kudos to my wife up there at Life of Riley.
Let's talk about your resort then. What goes into opening up a resort for the season?
Well,
what's on the to-do list?
Well, it starts usually around April. Back in April, we started up. We shut down. We're a seasonal operation, so we have to.
Because you want to have fun all winter?
Well, because we're living glacial till, and it's really hard to run water up here in the wintertime.
I see.
You got to be 7 feet down, and the resort was built, started in 1929, so it's a pretty old resort that has been through about 5 different. We're the fifth sole owners of the resort, and it was never ever built as a summer place back then, and so it would be really difficult to try to transform a 21 cabin or an 18 cabin.
Do we see photos of you all summer long at beaches in Florida and Mexico then?
No.
It doesn't look like your speed rock.
That's not. No, it's year round. Although we just don't have guests year round because we spend a lot of time doing sports shows and. In the wintertime and revving up business for the next summer, plus the repairs, the remodels, the updates and everything that have to be done to the cabins. That's all done pretty much internally by myself and family, and we do a lot of that on our own.
Do you have a favorite time of the year and a time of day when you just look out at where you're at and go, this is it, this is the peak moment?
The fall is good, not because it's over, but because it's fall. I've always enjoyed the fall season.
Yeah.
One of my other best
those
times
4 days.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me of that. Yeah, that's true. The seasons do change fast.
The leaves are peaking. You gotta get. Oh, you missed it.
It's all right. Get your snowball. Yeah, no, but the fall's always great, and it's just a wonderful time. The weather's right, the bugs are down, the beginning of the fall colors. Our fall comes pretty early, and the smells and all the things that come and are associated with fall are pretty cool. And that's kind of my favorite time, I guess, if you had to be. Fishing's usually really good, and oftentimes people miss it simply because school starts by the middle of August. The world of tourism is pretty well crashed in northern Minnesota, and it's too bad because they actually miss like 4 of the really most prettiest weeks of the year.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks of August, the first 2 weeks of September. You just can't order a better summer vacation on northern Minnesota lakes, and nobody's here to enjoy it.
Here's how dedicated I was when I got into high school. The first week of football camp for high school, it was August, and my dad was like, I can even drive you back so you can get the 2-a-days, or you can miss out on the first. I told the coach, I'm missing out on the first week of 2-a-days. I'm fishing and water skiing. I'll catch up with you guys in the second week.
Missing 2-a-days is always a good thing.
And I was always at the doghouse
Yeah,
until I
that's
worked
right.
my way.
Then you got to work your way
by
back
the opening
up.
day. I was suited up and out there. But
football. Well, football. Speaking of that, it's been another reason why I enjoy the fall. Football has been a big part of our life. I got 2 boys. I don't know how, but one of them 6'4", and the other one's 6'7".
Oh,
Caleb is 6'7", big boy. Just graduated from the University of North Dakota. Played Division I ball out there. Was actually recruited from Cook, 9-man football team.
Oh wow!
And was recruited out there to play football. And
is that what they have up here, 9-man?
Yeah, we're in Cook and Tower both. Now we're still at 9-man right now, but they've been combining some of the schools, so it may at some point reach out to that 11-man team. But pretty much 9-man. I coached at Cook High School for about 12 years.
Well, and who up here doesn't love the 49ers? I mean, really, that's a team you can get behind. And,
9-man, not 49ers.
No, 49ers because...
Pardon me?
Do you like the Packers?
Where'd you get this guy?
You like the Packers?
What?
What?
And now you feel my pain.
Yeah, really. You guys have
don't
a
like the
really
Packers?
tough life.
What's wrong with the Packers?
What?
Chuck.
What?
The Bears?
Chuck.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, really.
Huh? As we wind this this whole thing down,
he's walking away from.
What are you going to be doing then this weekend once you get out of this hit show?
Well, we've gathered. I've gathered close to 200 for my job as a volunteer coordinator. I've gathered close to 200 volunteers to put this all on and make sure. And now we're just kind of moving around and
because this is when did this process begin?
A year ago.
A year ago.
Yeah, we actually accepted from last year's governors right there at their ceremony, as they will this year. They haven't announced it yet, but
what's your call, Rock?
The new, I don't know.
I hear a rumor is Minnetonka.
Oh, is it? Is that? Well,
Lake
we'll see.
Minnetonka.
Where's there a lake around Minnetonka?
The thing to do is watch who shows up at the dinner, because they're going to accept the torch, so to speak. They'll, from Jay Sheldy, our president, the Lake Vermillion Resort Association,
we know people in Excelsior. Who would show up to accept that?
I don't know. There's a lot of people we know in Excelsior.
What's really funny is they throw a few other communities in there because they may be thinking about it, so they tell them to come and see this one.
Yeah,
so
we'll buy your dinner, but we just want you to be a red herring.
Wait, you didn't hear that from me.
Rock you, rock you,
son of a gun.
Hey, we're having fun here. I tell you, if you're not on Vermillion this year for the governor's opener, you're kind of missing it. And we have an opener every year with or without the governor. So
up here,
we sure want to get that words out there. That we want to invite everybody that's listening to come on up, take a look at Lake Vermillion. We have got a tremendous amount of stuff to offer.
How many cabins you got at Life O'Reilly?
Well, at Life O'Reilly right now we're running 18 cabins. We got a few under remodeling and construction.
What are you going to do with them? What are you putting in, hot tubs and such?
Well,
flat screen TVs. What are you doing?
Keeping up with the Joneses,
hair dryers.
Hair dryers. There we go.
She's missing a hair dryer.
I'm writing this all down, by the way, just so you know. But yes, we're always updating.
What is your cabin experience? Do you have the TVs or no? Are you?
We don't actually. We don't.
So
have,
you're the rustic.
We have been away from TVs and telephones for a long time, but this whatever this internet thing is. It came along and they just refused to come without hookups. So
they're getting around your
a couple of years ago,
experience.
we tried everything to get it there. We actually put up a 60-foot tower. We had to erect our own tower to get, and then we Wi-Fi'd now the entire resort. So we got horns. And we got it's laid out over quite a bit of ways, so we are Wi-Fi now, so you can watch TV on your.
There you can cheat.
Yeah, you do a deal, or you can bring one of those tape things up or whatever.
You media addicted.
But you have so much to do around Lake Vermillion and being here for a week. You don't need TVs, and you certainly don't need a telephone. You need to disconnect.
Right.
Solace is good for the soul, and you need to disconnect and just take in all that Lake Vermillion has to offer. And so that's what we're working on.
But really, what I do want to know is, do you have hair dryers?
She's really stuck on this hair dryer
Yes.
thing.
We forgot to bring a hair dryer.
Yeah,
White
okay,
Eagle
well,
doesn't have hair
Oh,
dryers.
I see. White Eagle doesn't have a hair dryer. You have to talk to Tom and say, hey.
I'm going to bring it up. Or the one will be purchased because I simply cannot function. I mean, I'm wearing a ponytail today.
Oh, my God, for the love of God.
Hair dryer is one thing, but, people always ask, what do your cabins look like? You know? And if you're truly vacationing on Lake Vermillion,
you don't know.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Because when you turn the lights out, they all look the same.
Yeah.
I slept like a rock last night, so whatever happened, that was
what I'm hearing Rock say is his cabins don't look very good.
Oh,
Turn
no,
on the
not
lights.
at all. Not at all. It's just that when you turn the lights out, they look like everybody else's cabin. It's kind of like,
Are yours made of log, or where are your cabins?
We got a couple of those with
Those are
log
cool.
fire, with the handstone fireplaces. I've got one log cabin at 26 by 60, 2 stories. Sleeps 21 people, 7 bedrooms. You could have a party.
Sounds like an invite.
Yeah, it's big. It's called our North Woods cabin. It's single family dwelling. It's our largest cabin, of course. And we have them all the way down to a single bedroom unit. So, we got lots of 2s and 3 bedrooms. So
Do you get the hardcore, like, older fisher dude who comes up by himself and doesn't leave for 2 months? Do you get any of them guys?
Once in a while, throughout the years, we've had 1 or 2, often. One outlives the next one or whatever, and they kind of come and go. We got a little one. We got kind of one now that's working. He's actually in a camper, stays for a couple weeks.
Now, do you have any cabin that is kind of more away from the others out in the woods, where if you're a fan of horror movies, someone may...
We do. We have one of those. Got to throw one of those in.
You guys, this isn't funny. I know you're out there.
Yeah. And guess what the number is, Kevin? That's Kevin 13.
13.
Yes, it's Kevin
Look
13.
at you, Rock.
Its actual name is the Wren, I believe. So, but anyway, no, we got that. We got a couple of small 1-bedroom cabins, kind of up on a hill. You mentioned
Very
the bluff.
cool. Yeah.
Those are our honeymoon suites. They're kind of off and away, and so we put our newlyweds in that one particularly most of the time. So, but yeah, we've got a restaurant there, store, tackle shop, game room, a full marina.
Bing, bing,
dock
bing.
space, dock boys, 24 hour, they're up, sun up to sundown. We offer free fish cleaning, too. You don't clean fish at the Life of Riley. We got dock boys take care of that for you. Wrapping, freezing, we take care of that because we want you truly to come up and live the Life of Riley.
The Life of Riley.
The Life of Rocky.
The Life of Riley. Hey,
Rocky.
Did you name it, or was it named the
No,
Life of Riley?
actually, the original owner's name was Riley. See, now you're getting me. This is called the Bunny Trail, and you opened it. Yes, and you opened the door. Riley was the original owner. It was his first name, Riley Cray. His family was actually from a cattle family. They used to drive cattle north and south, not east and west. But anyway, he didn't like cows apparently, and got into the logging and stone cutting business. Opened a resort in 1929. That was the year the stock market crashed.
Oh boy!
And he started up there, and it became, over the years, it became the Life of Riley Resort. Now, what's interesting?
He'll notice if we just leave and he keeps talking.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I told you turned this on. You wanted it.
No, I do. I'm kidding.
No, I understand. But back to...
We now get back to Rock's story. Already in progress.
Was that a commercial? Did I miss something or what? The life... Well, we're talking about Life of Riley. The phrase Life of Riley, kind of a laid back, kick back look. Everybody thinks it came from the radio show. No, it didn't come from the radio show because that was before the TV show. No, it didn't come from the TV show. William Bendix, if you remember, did a TV show called The Life of Riley.
Okay.
A long time. Oh, you get no shake.
You finally lost me on that one.
Yeah, okay. We're getting into some generational crap here, but it's going way back.
Google it.
All right. But actually, in 1888, it's the phrase "living the life of Riley" comes from an 1888 Irish jig, and the guy in the jig is a man whose name is Riley, and guess what? He owns a hotel, and it's I come to the Life of Riley. So that's as far back as we've been able to track it.
All right.
And we worked pretty hard at that, even before the internet. And now the internet has a whole host of things as to where the actual phrase "the Life of Riley" came from.
Right.
But as far back as we can gather, that's it. It's from an old Irish jig. So
You lost me at I Bought a Resort. Can you repeat that story?
You guys are great. We're so happy you guys are up here. Really,
thanks.
We're having a good time.
So what's your day then? You leave here, and so far no hitches, no
hitches. No hitches.
Good.
You know, the tours are gone. Those some kind of stuff I was working on.
Good.
They left at 8. One left at 8. One left at 8:30. They're out and gone. And hopefully, we got a couple chasers. That missed the bus, so we got them in cars chasing it. They got long tours going on to the west end and the east end. The mine, up to the dam, a few other things.
Up to the dam what?
Vermillion Dam.
Oh, okay.
Don't start. That's another bunny trail. Come on now.
No, we're out of time. We got to wrap this hit show up. But Rock, thanks for having us up here.
Rusty, thank you.
Pleasure talking to you.
Jennifer, great. Chuck, great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Truly, I want to thank you guys for coming. It's always a pleasure. And the word couldn't get out here if it wasn't for folks like you coming up and talking about it. So
I love it.
Thank you for spreading the word for us.
Life of Riley, we're going to check you out.
You guys are on the water tomorrow, right?
Yes.
All right.
We'll sit by in the boat and wave.
That's right. Best of luck to you. You catch a big one.
Thanks, dude.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks.
It's been wonderful. Thank you all so much.
Thanks, Rock.
All right.
Good to meet you.
So, boys and girls.
Yeah, I have to give a shout out to my sweet pea who's listening right now.
What did she say? Can she hear us?
Yeah, she's here and the audio's good. She's sitting at her desk at work. So hi, Holly. Wish you were here, pumpkin.
She's going to get in trouble from her boss. She needs to get to work.
Yeah.
I'd like to give a shout out as well.
Oh, let me get you.
Okay. I'd like to thank Mark Kroskin.
Oh, yeah.
Our friend who offered...
has a cabin on Lake Vermillion.
We decided not to stay at his cabin, but he was ready to. He's like, here are my keys. Give me a call. Tell you how to turn on things.
And he started with
a hair dryer.
just a little shack, and now it's like one of these big, beautiful cabins.
Sprawling complex of...
Oh, we could go break into his cabin and get you that
steal his
damn
hair
dryer.
And then leave all the goodies that we got.
We are headed to the community picnic today, and we're going to try and get the governor, get him to chat a little bit with us. And then tomorrow we do have a boat reserved. We're going to get out there and catch a bunch of fish.
Yeah.
And then, Saturday night we'll hit the casino.
And Lisa Kroskin, thank you.
And what?
Lisa.
Oh, his wife. All right.
Yeah, she.
All right. Have we done enough here?
There's a lot going on. There's just a lot going on.
Let's.
Not very good at closing.
Let's wrap this up. There it is.
This
is
has been
Twin Cities
fun.
Hit Show. We did it live from Lake Vermillion, the Fortune Bay Resort and Casino. Midnight tonight. The governor will be out there, but we're going to go grab him at the picnic, shall we?
I think we shall.
I got to go hit that casino.
Yes. Fish on, everybody.
Twin Cities Hit Show, Twin Cities Hit Show, Twin Cities Hit Show. 3 times fast.
What's really going on right now? But I guarantee this memory's a big one. And she thinks we're just fishing.